Hello, humans and pets.
Okay, so today, Ryan wasn't sure he wanted to do this one, but this is one I've been looking forward to trying to do anyways. So we went in. What are we doing today, Ryan? So we got an Italian sub, the hot Italian sub from Subway, and we got a Italian sub. So what was the hot? How much did we pay for the one?
Okay, so you know what's going on. We got two sandwiches. We got a Italian sub from Market Basket. It's a local grocery store chain. And then we also got the Hot Shot Italiano sub from Subway, which is the, kind of a close one. It has jalapeno peppers and a vinaigrette on it. But we're going to be trying both of them today. We're going to be comparing and seeing which one we like more. Now, one is a lot less expensive. So we got the Subway one was like $10 after tax. This is $6 after tax.
That was the main reason why, because we always go back and forth, and I like doing comparisons. He didn't want to do a comparison, but just if we're gonna look at the actual grinder so far,
one of them's longer.
One of them
you can't really see here.
No, but I'm just in the paper. This one has it's way bigger than that one so far. So all right, let's see what we got.
I hope there's a sandwich in here. It kind of sounds like one.
It's just one of them things. I actually wanted them to go and get the. They have it now. They have a steak tip grinder. It was on sale for $10.99. It's normally $12.99 at Market Basket. Never had a steak tip grinder. He didn't want to do it, but I wanted to see. Honestly, when we did the steak and cheese last time, I actually really liked it. He kind of was like, it's not as good, and this and that.
Okay, so I can say my opinion. Yeah, it was a good sandwich. For the price, it was amazing.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as good as Regatta Deli, which is a local Worcester chain.
I didn't say that. You kept saying.
No,
that.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying.
Now, just looking at grinders, there's stuff falling off on mine right now. There's not on his at all.
Okay.
So
you wanna?
Yeah, you wanna do? Let me put your goods back on here. There's so much stuff hanging off mine.
Okay.
All right. Well, there they all go.
So you can see.
Now, measure them up. Yours is a little bit... No, they're pretty close.
No, I mean, the Subway one was longer a little bit.
It's a little bit longer. We'll give them the full foot.
There we go.
But this one, this is up here. Give me your half, or I'll take this half. Does it matter? And you take that half, and we can start on one or the other. Get your pickle.
I say we start with the Subway.
Okay.
And then we move over.
Now we got the which one? It wasn't the there's
the Hot Shot Italiano.
The Hot Shot Italiano.
We just got a Italian sub from Market Basket.
Because you can add at Market Basket. I didn't know that you can actually add what they have. We just added hot. They have a pepper spread that I added, so it would be comparable to this one.
Because this is the Hot Shot.
Correct. Now, if you're looking at the actual meat, wow, that one just fell apart. It's comparable.
Oh,
it's pretty close. If you're looking at just the amount of meat that is on it,
has more. But is it going to be better?
It has minimal more for sure, but it's minimal.
Definitely more cheese.
This one actually has a ham, right here.
Yeah, it does.
It actually has a ham. I didn't expect that.
Okay, Subway.
Right, Subway.
Mm-hmm. It's a sandwich.
It is. It's not bad. I do like the vinaigrette they got going on here.
Mm-hmm.
It adds a nice little flavor.
Mm-hmm. Lettuce is a little sad.
It is. There's not a lot of it.
Not too crispy either. It's not fun lettuce,
No, there's not a lot of onions either. Now, you can add stuff on Subway. We didn't do it this time because I wanted to make it fair. You know what I mean?
I have a lot of onions. I do.
Oh, I don't.
I mean, half my sandwich is just onion.
All right. I want to put this here.
Not bad. How it's built. All the meat's in the corner.
Yep.
On both of them.
It would be the bottom, but I just want to...
You hold the sandwich like this.
I'm going to rebuild.
For those who know.
I'm going to rebuild
that's not the bottom.
My sandwich.
Now here's the Market Basket one. You can see the bread is more bread-like. Less, different shade.
There was so much stuff falling.
It's a little darker.
So much stuff falling off this
one. A little thicker.
Yep.
maybe.
It's definitely a
But
bigger
not
bread.
by much.
I agree with that. I think it is a bigger bread. We said this the other day, and that's why another reason why I wanted to do this. I thought the Subway bread was way bigger than the Jersey Mike's bread, but then when we went and got the last grinder, they were comparable. I do think there is definitely more bread or more substance to the bread on the Market Basket one for sure.
I think that, but I will see.
All right.
I'm not sure.
And we just stayed with the traditional because you can again get different subs from Subway, like different bread, I should say.
Yes, yeah,
The
from
different
Subway as
bread,
well.
right.
And both of them are not toasted.
Correct.
So.
All right. I do like the fact that a ton of pickles and a ton of peppers.
I like that, but I also
on.
don't, because then you could argue that it's like not constructed, for sustainability.
I think it's because there's so many on the sandwich, it doesn't stay.
Potentially. I really like the inclusion of pickle.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
And a lot of pickle. I don't know if you
it's diced.
do. You have a lot of pickles because you
That's
can grab
pickle.
some of these. Some of these might be yours.
I'm good.
I got a ton on my thing. I don't know if the microphone's picking it up. Whoa. There's way more texture to the Market Basket one because you got the pickles. You got the onions. You got the green peppers. And you got the pickled peppers, the banana peppers.
It's mainly the lettuce, and there's a lot of it. It's kind of most of the middle. All the stuff like the lettuce and pickles and stuff are after it, which is why it's falling out. The lettuce is fresher here, though. But there is quite a bit.
All right, I'm going to go back for a second. They're actually really good pickles, too. Like, they have that... like, they're a strong dill. You know what I mean? Like, it almost brings me to almost like a half sour. They're very good.
I think
pickles.
It's like a dill.
It's a dill, but it's like a Burger King dill. Where it has that sharpness.
Really?
Yeah, to me. Like, it has that sharpness pickle on there.
I'm not getting that whatsoever.
Grab some. Now going back to vinaigrette is almost weird because it has that. It's so much. I wonder if we could have added. I'm sure we could have added a vinaigrette. We weren't sure what was on the Subway one. We went to the Market Basket earlier, and we didn't really want to change too much.
Yeah, we thought we would just get them how they are. I have my answer, but...
I think his answer is going to be he likes the vinaigrette on the Subway, but
yeah.
And I don't disagree with that. If we could have added one onto this one, this would smash it. I think that the Market Basket grinder, to me, everything on here
the meat
is better.
I agree to an extent, but at the same time I don't. I think the meat here is lacking. I think the cheese is way better. The cheese has a lot more flavor.
Mm-hmm.
The meat on the sandwich, it's a lot less flavorful. And that's fine. I think the only thing that's making me want to eat this is the pepper spread we added. Without that, I probably would never buy it again.
Wow.
Just because there's not a lot to it that I'm looking forward to.
Oh, see, I think the pickle,
I
the
like
pickles
the
alone
vinaigrette
stand
here.
out.
Now, I do like the bread more on the Market Basket. But I like the red onion over here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean...
And to me, I agree with him. It is no question. Not only is it cheaper, I think it's a better grinder. I like Market Basket way better. This one's not a bad...
Okay,
this isn't a bad Italian grinder. But this is... Okay, so Market Basket does like the sub of the week. We'll call it a subs for those people that don't live in Massachusetts and call them grinders. So, and every week they change the sub to something different. When I saw the Italian on there, it just was a good looking Italian sub. So I said, I want to try it. For $4.99 to get a foot long sub, you can't beat this with a stick. Plus tax, mind you. It was $5 and change when I was all said and done paying for it. But
yeah, the price is the only reason why I would ever buy this again. I think the price definitely helps. But if it was going off price, yeah, I would buy this over the Subway, right? But the
I don't know
sandwich
where you're
itself,
getting the quality
if I'm
of
comparing
meat.
it,
The only difference is
I'm not saying the quality of meat.
Subway
This is
has
just
way more
saltier.
pepperoni.
This is just saltier meat, so it has more flavor. This doesn't have a lot of flavor. The cheese is great. You really taste the cheese more than any of the meat on here, because the cheese is a lot stronger. But the only thing that I can
think that's because
say,
Subway actually adds
it's like
salt, don't they?
lettuce and pickle, and pepper and onion. I love that.
Mhm.
Right? I like this has lettuce, tomato, red onion, but I really like the vinaigrette here. You know, like this is missing a sauce for me.
The
which
vinaigrette
you could
is
probably
nice,
add,
and
but-
I'm sure we could have added it, but I kind of wanted to just keep it traditional, just to see what they would
Right.
do. The only thing I asked them, I was like, "Do you have hots?" And she said, "Pepper spread." I'm like, "Yes, please," and that was it. It was the only thing I added to the Market Basket one. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to disagree with you, but that's okay. We can do that. You guys can leave a comment down below if you've tried both of these together. I can honestly say, like, to me, the meat is about comparable in all of the ones we got. You know what I mean? Because they're not big honking meat sandwiches. I was actually curious to see on the Italian one from Market Basket, because I remember there being a generous amount of steak when we did the shaved steak. That he just says I was dreaming that day.
I think you gotta rewatch it. I think
I'm gonna have to go back and try it again. That's the whole thing, because he keeps thinking I was hallucinating that whole day. I remember it being actually a very good grinder.
Yeah, it was good for what it is, and that's the same thing with this. It's like
I'll go with you. If they had just a sauce on this, it'd be a 10 out of 10 for me. I'd be all set. This would be one of the better grinders I had. There's so much.
I don't even really notice the meat on here.
I don't know how you're not.
And it's just because all the ingredients on this one are a lot less salty. And I recognize that. But, I mean, you have a Parmesan vinaigrette that's salty. All the meat's salty. The cheese is salty. Everything on this sandwich is salty. And that's why I like it more, because it has more flavor because of it. You know, but look, this is less salty. That might be the driving factor for you.
Yeah, the bread's a little softer on Subway. That's about
100%.
But
Well, it's
there's
not
more.
even bread,
There's
right?
more substance to the bread of Market Basket, though. I
Yeah.
don't know. I actually I agree with the vinaigrette. I do like that better. If we added any kind of a vinaigrette or a sauce of any kind, that would have put this over the top for me. But I still think the Market Basket, first of all, it's way better deal. Second of all, I like it. I like it better. I really do. Not that Subway's a bad deal. I mean, this kind of the reason I wanted to do it, and we only picked Subway because it was literally 5 minutes up the road. But when you go back and look at like the Jersey Mike's one we did, granted it wasn't in Italian and stuff, but it was $18 for maybe a 14-inch grinder, or $4.99
Right.
for a 12-inch grinder. I mean, that was the main reasoning behind it.
Right. Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that. Now, you can make the argument that the price is up because of maybe the location that the Jersey Mike's is in. You can make the thing that maybe since it's a chain and it's, you know, they have more money that they can pump into it because it's a grocery store. That's why the prices are lower. Mainly, like, the meat is worse than this meat.
See, and I'm
It just has less flavor. It's less flavorful.
let me give her for instance though. Granted, it's different meat, but when we just did the not the chicken one from Subway, but when we just did the turkey one from Subway,
Yeah.
it was basically flavorless. This has more flavor than that when you actually go with the ham and you know what I'm saying?
No, I agree, but you know, we're comparing these sandwiches.
I mean, okay, so this
yeah,
isn't a
sure.
Black Forest ham where you get the pepper on the
Subway's,
outside.
Like chicken it doesn't have a lot of flavor. Subway's turkey doesn't have I understand that, but this stuff does, and it's mainly because of how salty this sandwich is, which might be a turnoff for you. I enjoy it.
I do like the Subway, but if I'm going actual grinder to grinder,
I want the one that has more flavor, and this one's tastier.
I think that's just the vinaigrette that carried it over.
Oh, 100%. But also even without it, like, you know what I mean?
But if you look at the majority, this is it. So you get a big pepperoni is the majority of your meat on
it's saltier, and you can
on the
taste
Italian grinder. And where that one had ham and it had more a variety of meat. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's also whatever salami. You know, I like pepperoni and salami.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? More than ham.
I guess
The one thing I can say.
I knew you weren't going to agree with me on this one anyways, but I actually wanted to do it. I was hoping you guys would actually enjoy the video, because my big thing, and Subway's one of the cheaper grinder places out there around us. You know what I mean? Because you can get the $6.99 deal or something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And now they're doing a meal of the day where you can actually get chips and something for like
Right.
$9.99.
And
That's a great deal.
if you choose to get a 6-inch, it's roughly the same price as the Market Basket one. Whereas if you get the foot long, it is the more.
Yeah,
right?
but it's only $9.99.
Correct, but that
For
is $6.
Mm-hmm.
So what would I rather buy more? Probably the Market Basket one. I don't enjoy it as much. You know.
I do. Again, the only thing I think this Subway has is they do have that vinaigrette, which adds a nice little, juicy flavor to it.
Like I always say, Subway sauces are great.
But with Market Basket, I think it had, I still think it has even a little bit more meat. Mm-hmm. It definitely has more veggies on there, like as a standard sandwich. And they're flavorful, like the pickles and the peppers and all the stuff that was on the top of the sandwich.
That's because pickles are flavorful.
Uh-huh.
Same thing with the red onions on Subways. I mean, the one thing I could say is that the lettuce is fresher and the peppers are fresher, and tomato, like, it's all fresher at Market Basket, mm-hmm. which makes sense. I would hope so.
Which I'm wondering what might have altered, because again, this, it's we driving around and stuff like that. Some of the toppings had fallen out when I picked it up because it was like on its side. I wonder if you got more pickles and more peppers. It added a juice and a flavor to the Market Basket one anyways. But
that's not my issue.
Okay.
It's just like, if I'm going to get the sandwich,
like the onions,
the meat is worse, and that's kind of the focal point of the sandwich. Right?
Okay.
So for me,
I don't think it was worse.
I like this more because it takes the mundane lettuce and mundane all that with the sauce. It helps bring it to life. All right. And I think both are really good. Get a sandwich if you want a sandwich from either of these places. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, once again, Subway, their sauces are the best part of their entire menu, without a doubt for me. Like their sandwiches are kind of, they're but if you add the sauce, they're wee, So I expected this going into it. I also expected me liking the Market Basket more. I thought it was going to have more flavorful meat. That's about it. The cheese kind of muted it up, which isn't a bad thing.
No.
Especially since I'm not too fan of meat, really. I've been realizing that. But, like, ham's not my favorite. You know what I mean?
It's not. It was just another addition to the sandwich.
It wasn't
that I thought was
a great ham.
Oh, no. It wasn't the best ham I ever had. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But, again, to me, clear winner. The Market Basket one, hands down, had more stuff in it. I thought it was more flavorful. The only thing Subway beat it on was that vinaigrette did bring it, the next
And I
level.
like the softer bread. The bread's softer. It is saltier. That's my drawback for me, but it also helps the flavor come out. So,
again, I think you can customize the Market Basket more than we did.
Maybe.
We didn't do it because we just wanted to see if it would actually
compare.
How it was on its own. Right. But for $4.99, I don't think you can beat that with a stick. So, again, if you guys like this video, leave a comment down below. I'll be curious to see, because I wanted to do it because, and it was true, their Market Basket's bread had more substance to it than the last time we got the Subway. I thought the bread was smaller because we got the multigrain one. But no, Subway's bread was still that small.
Hey, Market Basket was the same exact size, my friend.
But it had more girth to it. Like, it was a thicker bread. Like if you look...
That's because this has so much sugar in it.
Like, if you look how thin and soft this one was compared to that...
They have more sugar in the bread at Subway.
It. I'm just saying, when you eat the Market Basket one, felt like you were eating more. This is definitely softer.
Sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
But the Market Basket felt like there was more substance to it. You know what I mean?
I could see that. Yeah, I agree with that. I think most of it is kind of just the coloration of it. I think just it being a darker piece of bread kind of convinces you it is. It's the same size.
No, it's pretty much
texture.
It was tougher,
when you eat it. For sure.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And the Subway is softer. I'd rather have a softer piece of bread than a hard one.
I guess it's all a matter of
it's up to
opinion,
preference.
right? Exactly.
But, so, yeah. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about either of them. I think they could all improve pretty drastically. They're both okay sandwiches, but yeah, one's half the price. So, get the one you want.
Well, there you go. We can leave it at that then. We agree to disagree. So,
Okay.
all right. Well, that being said, thanks for watching.
Check out Less Cash More Mash. Link in the description. They have fun over there. They do whiskey reviews. If that's something you're into, you can go check it out. They're gonna be putting a sandwich in whiskey for a
We
week.
will not be doing
You know
that.
what? You should do that.
No.
You should be like Bean Boozled. You should try to get whiskeys to taste like certain everyday cheeseburger and French fry, and
No, thank you. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.